Jolan True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and welcome to another video in our little A to Z officer series. Today I will talk about another epic officer you already see on the screen, but before I talk about Michael Burnham, I just want to say, if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel, and when you do, also click this little bell and all notifications so you will be notified when another video comes out. But now let's have a look at Michael Burnham. Of course, if you know Star Trek Discovery, you will know who she is. At the moment, she's Captain Burnham in the current season that's running at the moment. And she is from class Science. That means you need science badges to upgrade her. I just needed that recently. She's from the group Discovery crew, which means when she's captain, she can get synergy from others of that group if they are on the bridge with her, or she can give synergy to a Discovery crew captain if she's on the bridge. And she's from the Faction Federation, and so, like me recently, you need Federation faction credits to upgrade her. And if you have not seen Discovery, there's for my taste, for officers like this, a very short text in here, but as usual, there's always a text on the characters. Some are longer, some are shorter, but she's kind of the main character of the whole series, so I thought it was a little bit short. But as you already could hear, she does have a captain maneuver and an officer ability, and her captain maneuver is steadfast. And that means Michael Burnham increases the impulse speed of the ship by 15. So she's another one of those impulse speed officers. They are better, of course, but some have her earlier than the others, especially Enterprise E. Riker, of course, who's the newest one with the impulse speed and who's really nice. But in other times, people use Pan or Kla. And if you don't have either of these but have Burnham early, you can use Burnham for that, just to speed up your ship. The more interesting part, though, is with Burnham is her officer ability, and that's intuitive. When fighting players, for each weapon attack that hits the opponent, Michael Burnham removes 85% of the total attack of all officers on your ship from the opponent's shield health. So that's a really nice PvP ability. And before they introduced the whole Deep Space Nine and then Veyun, Gul Dukat, etc. crews, and then the Carol Freeman crew, I really often used that in the ages of Lorca, so to speak, because there she was one very helpful PvP officer as well. The Discovery crews, there are different Discovery crews and Terran Empire crews that were quite helpful, and some combinations I'm still using nowadays, because the more docks you get, the less of the mega PvP crews you have, and you have to find other alternatives as well. But I used the original series PvP crew in some cases, then the Discovery PvP crew or the Terran Empire PvP crew. So it's still something you might want to keep an eye on. As an epic officer, of course, she also has 3 possible traits for away team assignments, but I still from time to time use her as a PvP officer, so I haven't upgraded anything here, but she can be resourceful, genius, and impulsive, and at some point I will do that. I mean, I just have some traits, so just let's unlock something at least. But it depends. Do you need her on a ship? If you don't need her on one of your ships, or you never use her on the ships, then just send her out to away teams. Resourceful and genius are already something that shows up a lot on my away teams, so that is helpful. And if you wondered why I haven't upgraded her here, there are so regularly events for upgrading officers that I always do them one after another when these daily events come up, and so she will soon be among them. And of course you want to know how to get Michael Burnham, and it's not that difficult, because first of all, she is in the Discovery Recruit Special. So if you do your anomaly, is that alien anomalies again? I always forget the names of these events. well, your Sunday discovery event, so to speak. Then you get the discovery recruit tokens, and here you have a chance of getting Michael Burnham. The nice thing about that event is in the first time you will hunt aliens, and that's kind of a grind, but as soon as you have your discovery, you just jump 4 times and then you have finished the event. And that's why, since I have the discovery, and which is quite some time now, that's when I started liking that event, because you get the tokens and everything for more recruits, and it's easy. But she's also in another one of the, which I always call the standard recruits, and that's the ultra recruit section. I have to scroll a bit, but there is Michael Burnham as well, together with Lorca. That was different when they were really important. Then it was much harder to get them, but nowadays they are in the ultra recruit section as well, and you regularly get tokens from events or missions and so on, and you will have a chance to exchange them here. Of course, there's a lot of officers in this recruit section. That limits the chances a bit, but it always depends on your personal luck. You know, the recruiting is always a game of fortune, unless you have the transporter pattern section. But there is at least a chance in 2 places to get Michael Burnham. And with Michael Burnham, especially the experienced players as well that are playing for a longer time already, I would really like to know how did you use Michael Burnham in the past? Did you use her often? But what are you doing nowadays with her? Because there were a lot of changes in the game, so I'm quite curious about what you are doing nowadays with Michael Burnham. And if you have questions in general or video requests, you know that I regularly read the comments. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.